What's up, YouTube? I just wanted to give a shout out to all of you who subscribe to me. I just hit 100 subscribers. I know it's not a lot compared to most people, but for me, it's a milestone. So, thank you very much to everyone who subscribes. Hopefully, you've learned something from my playing. Um, I have a mix of a lot of covers and some original stuff. And also, I've tried to do some lesson videos here and there to give you guys some things to work on. But today I want to do a quick sort of learning video on the solo to Angra's song War Horns from the album Omni. I recently became friends with Marcelo Barbosa. He is the guitar player who took over for Kiko Loureiro when Kiko Loureiro went to Megadeth. And Marcelo is a really great guy, and one of the things I like to do with when I have a guitar player friend who's really good, I used to do a lot with Ollie Herbert and some other friends, is I kind of like to take a peek into their playing and see if there's any ideas I can learn from them. Try to learn some of their solos as a tribute to them, just because they're my friends, and I think it's pretty cool. Just kind of paying my respects, to a friend. And another great thing about it is if I play something wrong, I can ask Marcelo, hey, am I playing this shit right? Or am I playing it wrong? And, he's happy to generally tell me, hey, this is right, or hey, this is wrong. Speaking of that, Angra's in the studio right now. I'm really looking forward to hearing what they come up with. It's probably not going to be another 6 months to a year before the album actually comes out, but it's cool that they're still working on something. All right, without any more, or I should say without further ado, I'm terrible at speaking publicly, but, it's whatever. I'm going to start playing this solo for you slowly, and I'm going to explain the frets that I play. Just a quick, and that's my monitor, it does this every time. Just a quick performance note. I'm tuned to E standard or B standard because I have a 7th string. I believe Angra maybe tuned down a whole step on that song to D. So whatever your tuning is, you'll have to move or transpose the frets that I play to whatever your tuning is. So obviously if you're tuned to D, you're going to have to play everything I do 2 frets higher. But here we go. It starts off with some 16th notes, which are just 4-note patterns. First one is, I'll do it real slow, is this. That's 12, 10, 9, 10 on the D. 10, 8, 7, 8 on the G. Chromatic line there, 9, 8, 7, 8 on the B string, and another 10, 8, 7, 8 on the high E. So that plays through a couple times. It's like then it changes positions for the next line. It goes up to the 13th fret. So you're going to start with the same 1, 2, 4 shape on here. It's going to be, which is 13, 11, 10, 11. And then the G string is 13, 12, 10, 12. Oops, and I fucked up there. But so the next one's going to be in the B string. It's going to be 14, 13, 11, 13. So far we have, right? And then the high E is going to be 15, 13, 11, 13. And that's actually going, basically, if you know your modes, that's going up the Phrygian mode from this fret. So. Right? Okay, then the third part is another quarter note, or I should say not quarter note, 16th note group of like passages. So this one is a little bit more tricky because it throws in some 16th note triplets, which is a 6-note pattern quickly. But you're staying at the 13th fret with your pinky on the D string. So this is going 13, 12, 10, 12, 13, 12, 10, 12, and then it's going to go up an octave of the first section to the B string. It's going to be the 16th fret, which is 16, 15, 13, 15. And then it's going to do a 6-note pattern, basically what would be in the key I'm playing, it would be a C minor scale, so that's going to be just a 1-3-4 pattern, or 4-3-1, 4-3-1. So that's 16, 15, 13, 16, 15, 13. So that's right. Yeah. So basically, the whole section so far is this. Now here's where the solo, in my opinion, gets far more tricky to play. So here Marcelo goes into, first it's a sweep picking pattern. It's a suspended triad. So you're gonna start on you're gonna have this shape. So that's 13 on the D, 15 on the G, 16 on the B. And then you're gonna hit the 13th fret on the high E. And you're gonna go back down again. And here's where it gets a little tricky. You're gonna do the next note you're gonna play, because we're doing it basically, you're still in 16th notes, so we want to do like groups of 4. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and that's where it gets a little tricky, because the last note of the second group of 4 is this 18th fret on the high E. So, yep. So slow. And then we're going to go into another 4-note sequence, back down the same thing, the same shape. That's 13 on the high E, 16 on the B, 15 on the G, and then we're going to hit the high E on the 13 again. And then we're going to go down the last group of 4, which goes all the way back down to the, so yeah, next time I do one of these videos, I gotta set my monitor sleep timer to be higher than this. So that's the last group of it. 16, 15, 13 from the B, G, and D strings, and then you're going to end with the 16th note on the B string. So altogether, that section slow. Right? Okay, then this probably is the most tricky transition for me in terms of learning it myself to play. And then Marcelo goes into some hybrid picking, which, if you don't know what that is, it's a combination of your pick and either one or more of these available fingers will pluck other strings. And this shape, he's got he's gonna do the 11th fret on the A string, and then the 13 on the D, so it's like a power chord shape. And with your pinky, you're going to nail the 13th fret on the B string. You're going to slide up to the 15 and then back down to the 13. So that's going to sound like this, slowly. Okay. That may be tricky for you to get used to. You may have to play it very slowly for a while until you get it down. And then he does the same pattern again, except this time he slides from the 13th down to the 9 on the B string. So this is a little trickier even. So basically, the A and the D strings stay the same. So it's this movement you have to really worry about. It's just this movement here with your pinky, 13, 15, and then, right? So if you have trouble with it, just practice that part alone if you need to, right? And then you got a simple 4-note sequence here. And that first half of the solo, what I consider the first half, that's just 8 on the G string, and then 6, 9, 8 on the B string. Right? So then we're going to go to the second half of the solo, which is, it starts off, the very first sequence is the exact same as the first one that you learned in the whole solo. So I'm not going to tell you the frets, but I'll play you the shape real quick. But the thing is, but after that, everything else changes. So now he's going to stay on the high E string, and he's going to change positions into this shape. And that's 15, 14, 11, 14. So, and then you're going to do a chromatic run again, 16, 15, 14, 15. And then you're going to slide up to the 20th fret on the high E. So that's as slow as this. So altogether, that one section. Right? And now he's going to start doing some descending lines. So these might require stretches a little bit for you. So the first one is 19, 20, 19, 16 on the high E. And then we're going to go down to the B string and do 20, 19, 20. So that's... And now this part might be tricky for some people. He's going to do another slide down the fretboard from this 20th fret on the B to the 14th fret on the B. And this is a big stretch for me, so it might be tricky for you guys too. He's going to do a 13, 19, 13, 19. So slow. Okay, so he's going to do the exact sequence of this suspended arpeggio that we learned earlier, but he's moving it 2 frets lower this time. So we're starting on the 11th fret on the G string. It's the very same picking sequence, except 2 frets lower. Now he's gonna go for there's 2 more, basically what I consider 2 more phrases in the solo left. So he's gonna do another hybrid picked diminished thing here. Then he's gonna slide. So he's gonna start. This is gonna start on the 7th fret on the G string. You're gonna do the 7, 9, 10 shape. So 7 on the G, 9 on the B, and 10 on the high E. So this. And then you're going to slide in basically some diminished intervals. The first one is a flat 5 interval, which slides up 6 frets. And then you're going to do the same shape up here. You're going to keep the same familiar shape. And then this time you're going to slide down 3 frets. So he's basically highlighting diminished triads here. Right? And then you're going to do the same. So now our bass is at the 10th fret on the G. So then we're going to slide up from the 13th up to the top note to the 19th. All right? And then you're going to slide down 3 frets again, I think. So, actually, I might be doing this a little bit wrong. Let me play through it quickly or slowly so I can, because it's actually confusing me doing it slow a little bit. Hold on. So that's it. So yeah, so it's a 7, down to 10, now this one's a little bit different. You're going to enter the 21st there, and then you're going to play, starting from the 18th, the same shape. Then you're going to do the chromatic note up higher. So slowly. Okay, a little quicker. Oops, I fucked that up. Try again. Yes, Jason makes mistakes. That's it. So slow once more. So hopefully you guys picked that up. Let me do it once more. Oops. Yeah, I'm messing it up, of course. Yep, so then I don't know if I figured this part out exactly right, but it should be close sounding. It's like a harmonized part, so it's a little hard to pick out the individual guitars. But here's what I did. So what that is 23 on the high E, and then 20 on the B, and 18 on the high E, 20 on the B again, 20 on the G string, 20 on the B, and then 20 on the, something like that. So slower. So it's all double picked, that. Right? And then we have one more sequence in a solo, and that's going to start on the A string on the 14th fret. So it starts here, 14, 17, and then the D string is 15, 17, and then the G string is 16, 17. So basically you're, so the 17th fret staying the same across the three strings, but the index finger is moving up a flat 5. The first one. And then we're keeping this, now the next, there's another, these are all 3-string like sequences. So we're keeping the same sequence as the last 2 strings of the first part. So we're doing the 15, 17, 16, 17 again on the D and G. But now we're expanding up to the B string, and we're doing 15, 18. So real slow again. So the first 2 together. Oops. Okay. And then the last one changes a tiny bit. We're just doing a 16, 17 on the G. We're getting into like a kind of a sweep formation here. 18 on the B. 15 on the high E. And then you're going to bend the 20th fret up real quick. So once more, slower. So I'm going to play the whole slow for you. Here we go. Messed up a little bit there, but it's good enough. So that's the entire solo. If you wanted to learn it, I hope this video helps you. Sorry for the mistakes, that just happens. I don't really edit my videos a whole lot. I'd rather just wing it and have it, I don't know, however it comes out, it comes out. Thanks again for the people who subscribe. If you don't subscribe, give me a follow if you can, or a subscription, that'd be great. If not, that's cool too. Take care, everybody. Stay tuned for more videos in the near future. See you.